Just on that load screen, we got another sub. Shout out to Mont3Core, coming back to the family after quite some time. Used to be a sub, then for whatever reason couldn't. Glad to have you back, man. Anyways, guys, good morning, hello. Are these games live? Often asked in chat. It is August 5th, 2014, 5:19 in the AM here on the west coast of North America. And I'm proud to bring you the Dragon Invitational. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, well, got a donation, got a shout out here too. Joke-ass from your friendly neighborhood Joke-ass, man. Ace Kate, $25 donation. Holy crap, man. Thank you for that. The donation train, the sub train. Let's get those things rolling, guys. But for now, let's focus on the game. Currently leading 1-0 in this series, spotting the top left corner of the map. Recently acquired by MVP, it is the Blue Terran Center.
And in the bottom right of King Sejong, we have our red Zerg player playing for Startail. It is life.
Figured you would like this one, man. So one thing real quick, guys, before we get too far into this cast, once again, we're operating off a 10-minute delay. So if there's any audio discrepancies, you know, I'm looking for feedback from my mods, from admins and stuff too. Voice your opinion in chat if sounds are too wonky or imbalanced. As far as I can tell right now, they should be good. But of course, we're going to be casting for a while today, guys. So if there are issues early on, let's sort them early on. At any rate, Nameshare, get you back in the cast, man. I hope you're excited to see a little bit of life.
Yeah, man, I'm very excited. Kind of surprised that he would go for like a 2-base Nidus. I mean, I didn't see the game. Maybe I'll try and look at the game at the same time as I look at this one on my second monitor. But
I was touching on it a little bit. One thing I found really interesting about it specifically was Nidus on Catalina. Life did that like every single time he was on that map in our tournament, whether it was ZVZ, ZVT, like he was Nidus farming nonstop on that map specifically, trying to take advantage of the dead space. I don't know if that was his go-to build, but I think he was forced into it because he did take a lot of damage from the Reapers.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
I was thinking that
like
maybe something like that could trigger him into doing it, like, because it's always going to be hard to, you know, fight from behind if you do take too much damage or something, but, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I would be very surprised to see something like an Nidus on King Sejong, so I don't think we're going to see that, but, you know, we'll see if Life can get back into it. But we see center opening, well, Reaper again.
Yeah, last time he did go as high as 3, worth noting, since you weren't in the game.
Okay.
Which I particularly thought was a bit odd. You know, we're seeing Reapers really fall to favor. Maybe that's why Life was so unprepared for it. There's a lot of, like, accidental deaths in ZVT right now with Zerg, where you're like, oh, you know, I'm used to Terran players going Reapers. You sit the Overlord on top of the barracks, and bam, pops out a Marine. Or like, okay, now no one's using Reapers anymore, so sit at home, bam, 3 Reapers in your face.
Yeah, I do like it on Catalina though, because, I don't know, it's like annoying. There's like 2 jumps to the main or whatever, right?
Yeah,
so,
the big wide one too.
Yeah. So it's pretty hard to deal with on Catalina, I think, personally. So not a bad choice on that map, I think, but we'll see. Doesn't look like he's doing it again right now. It's gonna be 2 into a reactor, so not too surprising there. Life, meanwhile, going for speed and got 0 workers mining gas still, so looking pretty normal from Life side so far. Getting that 3rd queen out.
Yeah. So guys, we did hear your feedback for the sound stuff in Game 1, and it was already adjusted in advance for Game 2. It's something I noticed when Nameshare joined back on the call, so my apologies about that. But getting really rolled with that one Reaper, a little bit scary. Always bit it's hectic to see. But the nice thing, the relaxing thing for Life about this, I mean, they're doing the 3rd CC, but you know, this, you point out, Catalina is a different map. There's a lot of wide entrances to get into your base on. This map, not so much the same.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, you can go around like all the way around to the main, but it's like a minute.
Like,
it's not the same thing. So nice to see 2 Reapers on this map, but just lose a Reaper. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, and this is kind of a big deal. Last time he got into the main, he got to see that there was no gases. He's able to stick around for a really long time. However, this time he wasn't able to get that scouting information. He didn't see, he didn't know, so speed caught him a little bit off guard. And let's be honest, that's kind of an early speed. They finished at what, 550?
Yeah, that was kind of early, but I mean, did Life get speed last game?
No, no, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so maybe that's why. But I mean, when you're playing Life, I don't know, a lot of the time at least, you're gonna see speed, so...
Right? Like, you have to expect Lings. That's what he's known for best. I mean, you don't get famous off of Lings for no reason.
Yeah, so when you don't get the scouting with those Reapers, I kind of dislike...
Nice scout with this Ling.
Yeah, this is nice. And oh, Hellions though in the natural at the same time killing a few drones. Not bad at all, actually. How many was that? At least like 5 maybe?
Yeah, so 7 in total. This
So,
one Ling could kill some SCVs if he was paying attention. Decides to take the refinery down, so...
So, okay, so Center actually remakes the 2 Hellions he lost. He's gonna go up to a total of 8, but since he lost 2, he's gonna be up to 6, so... I kinda like that, 4 Hellions aren't as scary of a force to deal with. So wait, he's actually still making Hellions, wow. That is surprising. So despite losing 2, he's gonna go up to 8 even after that, so...
Well,
maybe he's gonna keep producing until the barracks are finished?
Well, I'm thinking this is less to do with the Hellions and more to do with the Hellbats, most likely later on. But we still don't see the armory coming down, and even if you are gonna go barracks heavy like this, you know, we usually, out of most Terran players nowadays at least, we're seeing Terrans go over those armories a little bit sooner, but double engineering bays, really prioritizing his bio here.
Yeah, I mean, he's going for those 2 barracks with that 3rd CC, so... Going up to 8 Hellions, I mean, it's kind of greedy, but he is playing Life, and Life is known to just kind of stay on speed links and not, you know, go for quick roaches, kind of like Hyun or something like that. So it's greedy in the sense that if Life was going for like a 3-base roach push or something, making 10 Hellions total is greedy. But, you know, when you're playing versus someone like Life, I like the decision to go up to a high Hellion count, because it's going to be scary for Life to deal with.
He might catch that the rocks are trying to come down here.
He's gonna try and...
Yeah. Well, let me help you out there, buddy. The base here.
He actually hit a couple of links as well with the flame there, but...
This is kind of scary, though, for Life, because, I mean, you want to knock these rocks down, you want another path out of your base, you want to be able to take the 4th, if possible, over here, of course, but, I mean, this also opens another pathway for those Hellions to slip by. There is a full wall off back at home. Depot is down, though. Okay, barely
well
gets that
close.
You know, it's so sad. There shouldn't be that moment of, like, for Terrans. It should just be, like, an automatic. Like, can we just queue it so if there's enemy units nearby, the freaking depots auto-raise? I mean, how has that technology not been invented yet? In fact, you know what? It should be invented. It should already exist. And what should happen is, like, you should have to pair it with the sensor tower. If the sensor tower detects things nearby, boom, depots up.
Great balance suggestion there. Yeah.
It's so sad how many good Terran players we've seen fall to this, but what is this armory placement? What?
Life doesn't try and focus fire it, but... So those Lings, nice wall there though. Lings didn't do anything. The wall went down just in time.
Yeah, I agree, but it's weird to see the army out here, because this is usually a pretty important building, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, I agree. It's kind of weird, yeah, but I guess he didn't want... Oh?
Almost catch those Lings. They ran, like, face first into them. Back to it the last second. Life does take the 4th over here on the right side of the map. Awesome.
Yep, like seeing that. And he is going up to the Spire, getting banging speed, and 2-2. 2-2 quite a bit earlier than Centers, actually, so he might have some timing window there later, but... Some Lings trying to run into the natural. Oh! Just barely raises it up in time again, and... I mean, that's some resources lost already this game, right? Yeah. Almost 1,000 lost by Life, so...
Well, what I like out of Center so far, too, is he's not really overreacting to this. And what I mean by that is, we don't see a lot of stim packs being wasted. You know, he doesn't turn around home. He's still going full bore. And quite frankly, with Hellbats, he's going to be able to take down this base.
Yeah, Life hasn't made any drones to the 4th yet, so he should have enough units, I think. At least when Baning Speed finishes, which won't be finished for a while, actually. So there is a timing window for Center here where there's no Baning Speed.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Hellions gets around it though, okay.
See, I kind of wish he just made those in a Hellbat. That's 8 Hellbats he could have had, right? Like, that would have been all the Banelings, most of the Zerglings, but instead now forced to turn around and possibly not even kill this base.
Yeah, that's right. That armory was, of course, finished. And Life, meanwhile, did a run-by, but ooh, that Widowmine just killed 9 Lings. So it didn't really accomplish anything in terms of economical damage. So nice defense by Center, but Life already on the move with those Minas, and the turns aren't finished yet. So nice movement by Life, trying to get damage done.
Yeah,
and finally getting a little bit done.
Yeah, this is him getting a little bit of control back into the game. But, you know, Mutalisks are in a really funny spot right now. Once upon a time, and by once upon a time, I mean seriously like a month or 2 ago, Mutas were just dominated in the game. The 2 changes, you know, the Widowmine Splash combined with the Thor auto attacks has just rendered them, I wouldn't say inert, but significantly less dangerous.
Yeah, those, Widowmine scary, Thor's very scary as well. So yeah, that change, pretty big deal, but I mean, we're probably not gonna see Thor's for a while, so we'll see if Life can do some more damage with those Mutas. He's finally putting some drones to his 4th. Kind of late, but I mean, he is getting his creep going, and he's at least stabilized. And his armor supply is looking very high since he hasn't been droning that hard. He's made all of his money into units, so he's gonna have a lot of army to deal with this push coming out of center now.
Right, but this is a lot of Zerglings and not a whole lot of Banelings. I mean, 28 is nice. I don't think anyone's gonna complain about 28 Banelings, but he's got to split them, right? Like we dropped stuff here on the right side, so some Banelings are segmented over here, pushing into the creep. I don't think center's gonna go too far. I imagine it's just to clean up the tumors for the time being. Yeah, especially just the Marauders stepping forward like this.
Yeah, I like sending the Marauders forward. Like that's gonna be hard to engage into that. Yeah, getting rid of creep, nice movement there.
Oh man.
Probably gonna try and get rid of some creep on the other side now.
I mean, I like that Life. You know, he's got an 80 drone count points. He's on 4 bases. Granted, he's not really mining off this one too much right now, but he's got the possibility of just getting so many units out in the field after these first initial ones die. So we'll see how much damage he can do. Ling's fighting for the back end. We'll get caught by a couple of these Widow Mines, but none of the Banelings get taken out. So force is split in every direction. Life actually works pretty well here.
Yeah, that was a lot of that fight was on creep, and reinforcements coming in now. Marines getting in. Still a lot left for Life. That was a very good engagement, and Life just had like more stuff.
Well, the Thor was there so late too. Like it was on the way. It's like, I'm coming. Thor's almost here. But yeah, forced to back away from now. He did lose a lot of the Zerglings and Banelings. I mean, the Mutals are scary, no doubt, but still, taking engagement this far off a crate for Life, even after taking a good fight like that, is getting a little bit dangerous. He's got a supply lead, he's got Banelings on the way, that explosive potential is certainly here, but he's got to be careful because now it's the home turf, you know? We're going to have Marines out on the front door right away, there's Widow Mines out waiting, placed preemptively.
Yeah, if there's any way to throw out...
These Mutas! Gotta be careful.
Widow Mines... Decent splitting there, sending the links forward to trigger the mines. Decent mine hit there, the third one.
A lot of the Banelings get through. This is really scary to look at. Thor's coming, but it's not here just yet. More Marines funneling forward. If you can deal with the Banelings, then he can take on the Mutas a lot easier, but... Oh, that Widow Mine doesn't even hit anything. It's a already dead Baneling.
Yeah, looks like this is gonna be... That's not gonna be enough Marines popping out now.
This is the swarm for Life. The production's not here. The depots are going to go down anyway, so it's not even like he can raise them at this point. Medevacs are being picked off, and just a flood of Lings are going to win him this game. Despite those upgrades, GG is going to be called. Life will take game number 2.
Alright. Yeah, Life just got too much momentum there. Like, that fight was mostly on creep, and his armory supply was just so much higher that he got just too much momentum for reinforcements to be able to pull that off. So, center may be a bit overconfident. Like, going in kind of far on creep, even though he killed most of the creep tumors. He should have been a bit more cautious, maybe throw out a scan to check out the army of Life, because he did a pretty good flank there too, right? Like he attacked from 2 sides, so the Widow Mines wasn't accomplishing that much either. So nice engagement on Life, and center just overstaying a little bit, maybe.
Not making excuses, but I'm just saying I don't think there's a single good Widow Mine connect that game.
Yeah,
one of the weirdest things. But we got, of course, Mod 3 Core we shut out already, but we got a really sexy sub during that game as well. Zeph hype.
All right.
Zeph, for those who don't know, she's Australian. She's like the nicest person, and sadly she hasn't been able to cast on Base Rate TV for a while, but she did used to cast here once upon a time, before Zombie Grub even. They actually, I think, were the first ever duo girl cast. I'm just saying. Records made here on Base Rate TV.